Good evening and welcome to Classical High School for Classical Girls Basketball. Classical is being introduced. Number 35 is Lauren Wilson. Number 15 is Akia Brown. Number 14 is Lauren Hennessy. Number 10 is Ava Thurman. And number 4 is Reese Brinkler.
Would you all please rise and move your head here for the playing of the national anthem.
We'll have the national anthem and we'll get set for basketball. Classical looking to go 2-0. Chelsea looking for the first one. They're looking for a split in Lynn. They lost. They were overrun, actually, by the GBL defending champions, English Bulldogs. So they're looking to go 1-1 in games in Lynn in the early season. As I mentioned, Classical looking to go 2-0. Just about set to go. Chelsea will have 2, Jana Shelley Morales. 3, Adisa Nadea Kiza. 24 is Maria Gracias Camaco. 41 is Katie Arias. 51 is Desena Christmas. What a great name to have right now. We're a week away from Christmas. And 51 is Desena Christmas. So she celebrates Christmas all the time. Costco in the white, Chelsea in the red. And we're just about set to go. Costco gets the opening tip, walking in, missing the layup. Thurman gave it to Wilson, maybe a little bit too under the basket. Well, Chelsea with a chance to get on the board first. And we're going to foul against Classical right off the bat. Jenna Restiano is the coach of Chelsea. Her assistant is Mike Stellato, who's one of the assistant coaches football for Lynn Tech. Chelsea, a very young team, a very inexperienced team. Shot missed, shot no good. Brown gets it up. Thurman pushing it up. Shot from the corner. Off the rim, no good. Chelsea comes away with the rebound. Back checking, Wilson takes it away. Gets it to Thurman. Walks in, misses the shot, gets her own rebound. Tough shot. Falling away, couldn't get it to go. Taken away, Hennessy walks in, and she missed the layup. Points are coming at a premium. Wilson looking to go to the basket. Can't hit it, but she got fouled. Let's see if they call it a shooting foul. They blew the whistle before she took the shot. They're going to give it 2 at the line. We played a minute. Points have been at a premium. Missed shots have been many, especially layups. Wilson gets Classical on the board. As I mentioned, a very young, inexperienced Chelsea team. Wilson in and out. It goes out off Brown. Chelsea was overrun by English. Mike Solano told me English scored the first 30 points. They handled the press a little better that time. Steps called. Brinkler will put it in play to Hennessy. And she'll bring it up. Off the rim, no good. The rebound by Tezekias. Or Kiza. She's got the basketball now. Trying to go to the basket. Can't. She's wasting a lot of time off the shot clock. Can't get the shot off. They try to go inside. Wilson steals the pass. Under the basket, wide open. Nice pass from Wilson to Brinkler. And Classical leads it by a field goal. 3-0. And just taken away. Wilson just took it away, walks in and lays it in. Molly Mannion and Delaney Dana in the game as Wilson and Mannion take a seat. Almost threw that away. And we got a foul on Thurman. Nagaya Kiza loves to dribble and try to go to the basket. Can't get the shot off. They go inside, still can't get the shot off. Swallowed up. 3-point shot off the rim, no good. Chelsea comes away with it. Tipped away. Down court to Thurman. Can't get it to go. Knocked out by Classical. Three minutes in, Chelsea looking for their first points. Classical's got 5, and they almost picked off the pass. Now steps called as she goes to the floor. Classical knocked it loose. Chelsea tried to get it, and they took steps. Hennessy with it. Inside to Mannion. Can't get it to go, and we got a foul against Classical. Classical's missed a few layups. Brown made a nice pass inside to Mannion. Got it up. It just hung on the rim and fell out. Stripped away by Thurman. Missed the shot but got fouled. Chelsea has a few more turnovers than points. Off the rim, no good. Kiara Chavez Trejo in the game. And coming in for Classical is Keisha Perez. Tom Sawyer, the longtime coach for Classical. And they missed both free throws. And Merry Christmas gets the rebound. That's the senior Christmas. That's actually her last name. And Chelsea throws it away. Chelsea jumped in. They were in the Commonwealth Conference. They jumped into the GBL this year. Taking the shot, she got grabbed by Jana Shelley Morales. They call it a shooting foul. Perez will get a couple at the line. Missed the first. Wilson and Brinkler coming back in. Brown and Thurman go out. Around the rim and out. Brinkler comes away with the rebound. Strong to the basket. Perez took a difficult shot. What kind of shots coach say? Let her take that. But she got hit and she's back at the free throw line. So we're halfway past, halfway through this first period. And we only had 5 points scored, all by Classical. Perez gets on the board. We welcome all of you watching this live. Something new that started last year. In the lane, Brinkler had the rebound, couldn't get the shot. Wilson can't get the shot. Christmas comes away with the rebound. Again, Classical missing a lot of easy shots. They're leading 6-0. Could be a lot more. Chelsea gets stuck. Classical takes it away. Lead pass to Brown. Blocked from behind, and it went out of bounds. It'll be Classical's basketball. Thurman's coming back. Brown's going out. They try to get the ball in to Mannion. She got pushed from behind. Chelsea is piling up. The turnovers are also piling up the fouls. They only have one foul to waste before Classical shoots. Falling away. I think Wilson thought she was going to get some foul shots, but they didn't give them to her. Mannion with the rebound, up and in off the glass. Chelsea gets stuck. And Coach Restiano signals for a timeout for Chelsea. 3-0 left in the period. Chelsea looking for their first points. They're trailing. They're still in the game, only 8-0. Classical has missed an awful lot of layups. But Chelsea has been very gracious guests, turning the ball over quite a bit. They haven't got that many shots on net. Classical now in the Greater Boston League, which still kind of hard to fathom after doing all the games I've done for so many years, calling the Northeastern Conference with Swampscott, Peabody, Marblehead, and Beverly. Now it's Medford, Malden, Somerville, Chelsea, Everett. For the first time in a long time, especially during football, GBL did not have a good season. Everett was the only real team in the league. Having trouble getting it in. Thurman takes it away. Inside, wide open for the layup. Missed it. Brinkler, wide open. Tipped away. It goes to the floor. Delaney Dana wound up with it. Looking to make a pass. She get hit, and that'll do it. 2:41 left in this first period. Classical will be shooting free throws the rest of the way. The next foul by Chelsea will put them over the limit. Thurman going to the basket. Too strong with the shot. Brown, who just came in, gets the rebound, can't hit it. Christmas gets the rebound. We got a foul against Classical. Again, Classical missing a couple of layups. Brinkler comes back. Mannion goes out. Classical with that full court press, causing a lot of problems. I didn't think there was a 10-second violation in girls basketball, but they just called it, so there must be. All this time I thought that they didn't do that. Steps call. Brown saw Brinkler going to the basket, got a little bit excited, moved both their feet, and gets called for a travel. Two minutes left in this first period. 8 total points scored, all by Classical. Christmas can't hit the shot. It goes out and went out off Chelsea. Thurman pushes it up. Couldn't get the layup to go. And steps called. Classical having trouble making layups. Chelsea having trouble just getting shots off in this first period. Inside the Brinkler. Brown wide open. Missed the shot. Gets her own rebound. Missed it again. Three-point basket by Wilson. He's got 6 of the 11. Classical leading 11-0. They could have a lot more. They try to go inside, tipped away by Brown, right to Hennessy. Runner no good. Christmas with the rebound. Pass. Chelsea wasn't ready for it. And then Trejo stepped in and took it away from Brinkler, but knocked it out of bounds. Again, wide open. This time Brown makes it.
Shot clock is off. Classical has a baker's dozen, 13.
Go into the basket. Adisha.
Nadea Kiza. Hit. She'll get 2 at the line. Looking to get Chelsea on the board. They haven't scored yet. 9 seconds left in the period. She's got 2 at the line.
He gets them on the board.
Missed the second one. Wilson pushing it up. Classical lost it. That's going to do it for the period.
So Classical has 5 different scorers.
Lauren Wilson getting 6, just about half of the points.
Classical gets 13. That
Last free throw.
stopped Chelsea from having been shut out. That's their 1 point by Nadea Kiza.
So 13-1 Classical on top of Chelsea in this Greater Boston League battle. Still shudder when I say that with being here at Lynn Classical. We hope you're enjoying. It's been great. We got a full season. Kids are going to school, even though they're wearing masks. That's the only negative. We can live with that negative as long as they're getting full time in school, activities at school, sports, volleyball, soccer, football, track, everything going strong. Now we're back in the second season. Hockey and basketball and track and swimming. I don't think I mentioned volleyball in that first week. We got all the sports in, didn't have any. We had 1 cancellation last night, a hockey game. Medford had a problem. We hope that's not going to be the start of things coming up. When we look at the National Hockey League, the NBA, the American, the Baseball League, the football, starting to take a major step back. So hopefully that's not going to affect these kids. They're out there now. They're back to playing wearing masks, but they love it. Inside, Brown missed another layup. Nice pass from Brinkler. Short. Thurman got the rebound, stepped away and missed another layup. Brown, turn around, gets fouled. She'll go to the free throw line. Coming up, the next practice, Tom Sawyer might want to say, let's work on our layups. Too strong. 5 different scorers for Classical, as I mentioned. Wilson had 6 of the 13 to lead the pack.
Brown makes 1.
So straight man to man, but they'll double every chance they get. Getting around. Maybe a little bit too much one-on-one. Dribbling, trying to get around. Got by one and then lost it. Looked like Classical was going to knock it out, but it went off. Nadea Kiza. Tipped away nicely by Chelsea's defense. Shot partially blocked by Brown. Wilson pushes it up. Brinkler to Thurman, can't get the shot off. The fall away, no good. Christmas with another rebound, she's got a few. They lost it. Chelsea took it back. Christmas can't get the shot off. 3-point shot blocked by Brinkler. Dana and Mannion come back in. Stolen away by Hennessy. Long pass to Thurman. She's all by herself. She missed the layup, but she got hit from behind. Nice pass from Hennessy to Thurman breaking. And of course, all you Lynn fans, especially classical fans, will certainly recognize the name Thurman. Father Tony, Uncle Eddie, outstanding athletes at classical.
Thurman gets her first point.
Very good soccer player, as some of these other. Mannion and Wilson. In and out. Christmas with another rebound. We're going to get
A kick.
Katie Arias trying to go through two defenders. Classical stepped in and got a piece of it, kicked it. Chelsea will put it in play. I believe Chelsea are the Red Devils. Of course, Classical are the Rams. 3-point shot, way wide. We got a jump ball. It'll be Chelsea's basketball with the alternate. No, it'll be Classical's basketball because I forgot about Chelsea taking it, getting it to start the second period. Hennessy.
Mannion throws it in.
Blocked by Hennessy, almost taken away. And now it's taken away by Hennessy. But again, they called it 10 seconds. I'm rusty. I didn't think there was a 10-second rule for girls basketball. Brown inside. Mannion couldn't get it off. Dana missed it. Brown gets it back, throws it up. Delaney saved it. Hennessy takes the shot, can't hit it. They got to hurry up, shot clock. It hit the rim, so they get a fresh 30 seconds. Thurman cut off, trying to go to the basket. Brown inside, kicks it out. Mannion saved it. Everybody hung around like waiting for a whistle. Something must have happened. Oh, they're going to get Thurman, I think, for reaching in. And that'll be the limit for Classical. So both teams will be shooting free throws the last 4:34 of this first half. Shot went behind the backboard, went out of bounds. Thurman will bring it up. Brown inside. Mannion got stuck. Thurman with the long three, in and out. Brown with the rebound. She took steps, caught it, went to shoot it, went up, came back down, and then shot it. 17-1. Chelsea still hasn't got a basket. And we're halfway through this second period. Chelsea just lost it out of bounds. He tried to dump it inside, tipped away. Brown saved it. Takes the shot, throws it in for two. I'll pick up the loose ball. I got nothing else to do with it. I'll throw it in. Nothing but net. Just as casual as you can see. Around the rim and out. Wilson down to Thurman all by herself. Plays that one in. He bounced it off the foot. Medea Kiza. Manuela Lozado Nunez in the game for the first time for Classical. And Mannion got called. She tried to go to the basket. She hung it on her leg and then dribbled it again. That caused the turnover. 3 minutes and counting left in the second period. All Classical. Reaching in was Perez. Tipped it and knocked it off Chelsea. Off Nadea Kiza. Nunez stepped out of bounds and came back in to get the pass. She can't be the first one to touch the ball. Stripped away again. Wilson shot. Wilson a little out of control. She was trying to control the ball, looking, should I pass, should I shoot, should I go to the basket? She lost control of the ball and went out of bounds. We mentioned she's one of those Classical players, a very good soccer player. They had Classical had a great hitting. We're GBL champions in soccer and volleyball. Golf. Asia Hang in for Classical, along with Linda Jallo. As Tom Sawyer goes to his bench with 2 minutes left in the half. Perez going to the basket. Want to give it back to Hang. Hang was going out. Perez thought she was going to the corner and threw it into the Chelsea bench area. $150 left in the half. Chelsea doesn't have a basket. And they only got 1 point in the first period. They got none here in the second period. And they turn it over again. Nice pass from Perez. Perez took steps. Perez stole it away and got it to Wilson, but she was too far out of the basket, couldn't get a good shot. And now they turned it over again. With a minute and a half left. Again, an awful lot of dribbling. Right. Nadea Kiza. And she turns it over again. Kylie Mills in the game for Classical. He stepped out of bounds.
They gave it to the smallest player on the court.
Daniela Perez Lopez, and she got stuck in the lane. Couldn't get rid of it.
Off the glass and in by Jello.
That gives Classical double digits. They only got, that's their 10th point in this second period. And Chelsea loses it out of bounds. They haven't got any baskets because they've got very few shots off. Missed the shot, rebound, no good. They try to fire it up. Christmas got another rebound. High up the glass, no good. Christmas gets involved. We've got steps called with 16 seconds left. The only question when Chelsea brings the ball up court is will they get a shot off, because more often than not they don't. It's going to be a very long season for the Chelsea Lady Red Devils. She threw that one off the roof.
4 seconds left.
Off the back rim. Perez almost threw it in at the buzzer. So Classical has not a great scoring first half, only at 23 points, 13 and 10 in the two periods, but it gives them a 22-point lead because Chelsea only has one. They get shut out in the second period. They got their one free throw with time running out in the first period, and at halftime, it's Classical 23, Chelsea 1 here at Classical High School. Welcome back, especially all you people watching us live. Classical with a huge lead, and they have the basketball. Thurman, Hennessy, Brinkler, Wilson, and Brown. They go inside. Little lefty by Brown, lays it in. Wilson had 6, Brown had 5 to lead Classical. Knocked away by Wilson. They try to go inside, knocked away again. Thurman out front and gets bumped off the play. It's a non-shooting foul. Jana Shelley Morales caught up with her and just bumped her. Hennessy from dead in the corner, off the rim, no good. Nice pass from Brinkler inside to Brown. Brinkler gets the rebound. Back to Brown. Thurman got bumped again, got bumped the second time. Christmas with the rebound. And for those of you that may be just tuning in, that's her name. Desana Christmas. As Classical knocks it out of bounds. Got away with a double dribble. They go inside. Shot blocked by Brinkler and Brown combined. Christmas tried to get the shot off and threw it out of bounds. Got stuck between Brinkler and Brown, couldn't get it off. Seven different scorers for Classical in that first half. They worked that to perfection inside. Brown loose again. Brinkler with a nice pass. The bounce pass goes out of bounds. I mentioned that Mike Stellato was one of the assistant coaches for Chelsea. He's assistant football coach at Tech. He's a former football coach, head coach at Chelsea High School, and former head coach at St. Mary's. He won a Super Bowl with the St. Mary's Spartans. Shot partially blocked, air ball picked off. Christmas looking to take the shot, got hit by Wilson, and Christmas will get 2 at the line. She's worked hard. She's got a few rebounds. Both offensively and defensively rebound. Missed the first. Dana and Mannion replaced Thurman and Brinkler for Classical. No good. Brown tried to throw it up court. Christmas did a nice job. They were breaking. I think it was Hennessy that was wide open down court. But they couldn't get the pass because Christmas blocked it. Hennessy glides by everybody, walks in. No good. Brown over everybody with the rebound. You're going to get called for steps. Tom Sawyer doesn't agree. Not like Tom to disagree with the officials. He's an excellent coach. Although not sure he's one of the historic coaches. He's been around for a long time. Does an excellent job with this Classical team. And she stopped dribbling, faked the pass, and then dribbled again. Easiest call in the world for the official. Isabella Chavez will be in the game for the first time for Chelsea. Hennessy again gets loose. Inside, fall away by Wilson, no good. Brown falls with the rebound, gets hit. She'll go to the line for 2. Off the back rim. Oscar's going to make wholesale changes. Asia Hang. Perez. Brown makes one, she'll go out. Glasgow's got 5 points in the first 3 minutes of this period, all by Brown. Giallo comes in. Lozado Nunez had already come in. So once again, Tom Sawyer goes deep to his bench, and Glasgow goes to a 2-3 zone. Stripped away by Perez. She's out front and lays it in. So did it on both ends. Got the steal, made the basket. She's the first one to score other than Brown in this third period. Chelsea having a lot of trouble. Stripped away nicely. Just a little touch. And Perez makes it 2 baskets in a row with 2 steals. And we got a timeout. A 9-0 start here in the third period for Glasgow. Pushes the score to 32-1. We're just about at the halfway mark of this third period. Chelsea still doesn't have a basket. We mentioned they were trying to get a split. Their opening game was against Lynn English at English, and they were run out of the gym. And they're being run out of the gym here, 32-1. We'll see how the tournament goes for basketball. Football, we had the new tournament. No north, south, east, and west. Just a complete state tournament. Teams traveled everywhere. We always go back to Lynn Tech football. Had to travel 150 miles to go to Hoosac Valley on a Friday night to play a tournament game. I don't know if you want to do that on a school night during the basketball or hockey season, but it will be the entire state playing against each other for the state tournament. So we'll see how that works out. Again, a lot of dribbling. Nothing to come out of it. She just dribbled by everybody and lost it. Too hard off the glass, too hard again off the glass. Third time too hard. Out off Glasgow. Perez read it nicely, stepped in front and picked off the pass. Shot around the rim and out. Perez going to the basket, throws it off the rim, but she got hit. She'll get 2 at the line. Ashley Mejia Pazal and Sarah Sophia Chang will be ready to come in the game for Chelsea for the first time. Shot, no good. Off the rim, no good. Rebound.
For the layup. Manuela Lozado Nunez.
Perfect position. She tipped the rebound to herself. She was wide open for the layup. Almost stolen away. Chang caught it and just shuffled her feet all over the place. Looks like Chelsea's in a 2-3 zone. Shot no good. Perez comes up with the rebound, pulls it back out. Shot off the rim, no good. Tip, right? They missed another layup. Tip couldn't ask for a rebound in a better spot. And Perez is going to get called for the foul. Coming up on 2 minutes left in his third period. And Chelsea hasn't scored. They bang it off the foot. They threw that pass right down around the ankles. And it cost them another turnover. They haven't had a shot in a while. They got a ton of turnovers. Chang stole it. Nice play, but then she stepped out of bounds with it.
Off the glass and in by Giallo.
Short. Coming away with the rebound was Giallo. Knocked out by Chang. Stolen away. Restolen by Glasgow. She carried the ball, turned it over. Hang dribbled it way over her head. A minute and counting left in this third period. And they throw it out of bounds. Jennifer Lopez Perez in the game for the first time for Chelsea. Callie Mills, Perez, Lozado Nunez. Giallo and Hang for Glasgow. Tom Sawyer is set. The regulars down. Just look at his bench. The shot doesn't go. But Lozado Nunez will go to the line for two with 20 seconds left in the period. So they're not even going to bother rebound. Coach Sawyer sending everybody down court. Off the rim, no good. Off the rim, no good. Chang just threw that up. I don't know if that was a shot or a pass, but she threw it right to Giallo. Perez, they got to get it up. They're not going to bother shooting. They're going to hold on to it. So Glasgow gets 13 in the period. Chelsea is shut out for the second time. They still have only that one free throw. "36-1" is the score on the board. Akia Brown, leading the way with 10. Eight different scorers. Coach Sawyer's used all 12 of his players. 8 of them have scored. He called the press off a long time ago and took all his regulars out. Mills and Perez, Giallo, Lozado, Nunez, and Hang to 5 out there for Classical. Three-point basket. Gina Shelley Morales throws in a 3. First basket comes the first 30 seconds of the 4th period. And it breaks a 2-period shutout for Glasgow. Glasgow's just trying to use as much of the clock as they can. 3-point shot off the rim, no good. We're going to jump ball. It'll be Glasgow's basketball. And Coach Sawyer now is just telling his players, just run the clock down, shrink the game. Now it's just hold for one. We're going to foul against Chelsea. So the idea now is just hold the ball, shrink the game. You already have enough points. The Glasgow bench shouting out the shot clock. Perez lets it fly. Missed everything. Chelsea will get the basketball. I've watched a couple of teams do this in soccer, go sort of like a freeze. And I often wonder if, I know some people think doing what Glasgow's doing now is more embarrassing than playing the game and beating them by 50, but there are pros and cons. You don't want to really rub it in. It doesn't do any good to beat Chelsea by 100. There's going to be a lot of things that Glasgow's going to have to work on. Making layups will be one of them. They missed a lot of easy shots. Glasgow just trying to hold on, run the clock down. Three-point shot. Glasgow will get it back, and they'll be able to run more clock. They're looking to run the shot clock down to 4 or 5 seconds before they shoot. As I mentioned, just shrink the game up. Tipped and stolen away. Hustling was Perez that blocked the shot, and they say it went off. Nadea Keisha, she's worked hard. She made a great play, defensively stole it. Great hustle by Perez. They're up, easily winning the game, but she hustled, blocked the shot. Not only blocked it, but blocked it off Chelsea. And there she is hustling again, knocking the ball out. She doesn't know her team is down 32 points. Off the rim, no good. Laskell went down, took it away. Christmas went down, she stayed down. I don't know if she bent her knee or her ankle. She's still down. She's worked hard. She's done yeoman work inside. The only rebound that Chelsea has. She's getting up. The classical trainer is checking her out. She says she's okay. She's limping a little bit, but I think she's going to be all right. She worked hard. She gets stuck in the middle. She went up for the ball, came down in a pile. I think her knee or her ankle buckled under her. And hopefully she's going to be okay. She's another one that doesn't know what the score is. Working hard. Chelsea snuck a replacement out for her. I don't think anybody's going to squawk about that. She didn't report. Nobody's going to yell at that. Chelsea certainly knows how to dribble. Tipped away. Rosado Nunez got a piece of it, deflected to Perez. She'll just hold it as we just passed the halfway mark of this fourth and final period. People are going to look at this score tomorrow and say, Glasgow got 36 points, or they might not get 40. And it's going to be a case of they sat all their regulars down for almost the entire second half, and they didn't shoot the ball. Hardly at all. Fired away. They give it to Perez. She'll walk it up as we're under 3 minutes. Jump ball would be Chelsea's basketball. 2.5 left. Through 3 periods, Chelsea had 1 point. They got shut out in the second and third periods. Jana Shelley Morales hit a 3-pointer for their only basket. And they've been content to just dribble the basketball. Shot, partially blocked, blocked again. Blocked again. Shot clock goes off. Rosado Nunez just went out and swatted that shot away. And we got 2 minutes and counting left in what's going to be Glasgow's second win and Chelsea's second loss. They've been stuck at 36 for a while, and that's easy to understand because they've just been moving it around, keeping it outside, and throwing up a last-second shot. That shot was missed, stolen away by Perez, and she'll pull it back out. if there wasn't a shot clock, Glasgow wouldn't have 36. They wouldn't have any shots at all. They're only throwing it up because they have to. Knocked out 2 seconds. Now they put 1 second on the shot clock. We're under a minute. At the buzzer, she threw in a 3. Perez had 1 second. Their first points of the fourth period are a shot from out in the boondocks, almost out in the street. That should have been worth about 6. All she could do was catch it and throw it, and she got nothing but net. Shot clock is off. Glasgow just has to hold it. They'll just sit on it. Glasgow's going to go to 2-0. In and out with the shot at the buzzer.
Well, Glasgow will win it.
They only got 3 points in the fourth period, but it was an ESPN highlight.
3-point basket
By Keisha Perez from almost half court, throwing it in, getting nothing but net.
Glasgow got out quickly.
13-1 in the first period. They shut Chelsea out in the second and third periods.
They built it up.
36-1 at the end of 3.
The only basket for Chelsea came in the first minute of the fourth period.
Jana Shelley Morales threw in a 3 for their only basket. The Dea Kiza, who played very well for them, got the 1 free throw back in the first period, and that was it. Glasgow had 8 different scorers.
Molly Mannion had 4. Reese Sprinkler had 2. Ava Thurman had 3. Linda Jallo had 4. Manuela Lozado Nunez had 2. Lauren Wilson had 6, all in the first period.
Keisha Perez had 9, including that mammoth 3-point basket.
And Akia Brown
got 5 in the first half and 5 in the third period to get 10 to lead Glasgow scoring for the game. As Glasgow, they only got 39, but they virtually didn't take a shot in the second half. And they win it by a score of 39-4 over Chelsea to go 2-0. And the one suggestion was Glasgow work on your layups. And they got to forget this game quickly because the rest of the time is not going to be as easy as it was today against Chelsea. Chelsea had a ton of turnovers, didn't get a lot of shots off, and Glasgow virtually went to a freeze in the second half. And Glasgow wins it 39-4 over Chelsea to go 2-0 in the GBL. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm Don Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.